Peace reflection. There are other alternative ways to ground if you're not outdoors. You can still do it indoors, but it's best to do it outside. If you got a tent, you can sleep outside, and you got space to do that. It's best to do it that way because obviously you in nature and you get more natural resources and natural amenities for you to be in tune with the planet. You get natural insect sounds, you get the moonlight outside, you get fresh oxygen outside. You're not inside of a square. Remember, when we inside the house indoors, we're inside of a square. Now, what does square do to energy? You are made up out of energy. What does being in the square do to energy? Now, I don't know if you study astrology, but you should be studying astrology, right? Because astrology is the as above principle to the law of correspondence, as above, so below. Astrology is as above. What's going on in the heavens and the cosmos is taking place down here biologically on Earth. So life is a projection of your mind, of your astrological program, my chi teaches. So if you want to stay grounded, you need to know how you think too. And studying astrology is going to let you know exactly that. But in astrology, a square is an aspect that creates a 90-degree angle between two planets, right? It creates tension and conflict and requires effort and compromise to resolve. So being in squares trap energy. It doesn't allow energy or light to reflect and refract itself to communicate with itself properly. And this is what's happening when we're inside of a square and we're made up out of energy. Energy likes to flow in a spiral like everything else in nature. You don't see any squares in nature. So it's very important that we know that not just outside, but we need to be grounding our mind and our body indoors as well. Now, we know what happens when you decide to not be grounded indoors, right? You render yourself disconnected from God and you render yourself into a state of dis-ease or imbalance. Your being is automatically, by default, stressed out at a state of disharmony. Unless you're going to go ahead and get you one of these. You might as well go and equip yourself with one of these. It's a grounding mat. This right here, it's going to keep you connected to the universe while you are indoors. It's also going to allow your body to stay in tune with the rhythm of the earth while you are resting indoors. Whether you sleeping, whether you at your computer, whether you meditating, sitting on the floor, it don't matter. As long as your body is connected to this, you're going to be good. Also, not to mention when you go to sleep at night, right? During the daytime when the sun is out, your body is uploading light codes, it's uploading information, data from the source because our bodies are computers. And when you go to sleep at night, your body, your computer needs to be connected to its source just like a laptop so that it can recharge and download the software updates that you got during the day from the sun. So grounding is essential. Now you can go look at all the other biological benefits that it has for you and go see how to go get it grounded. I'm gonna leave that research for you, but I'm about to show you how it works. So look, real quick, this the cord to the grounding pad. You want to connect this piece, snap it on, boom, run the wire. It's gonna look like this. The plug gonna look like this. You want to run it to your socket, the third prong, stick it in there. It ain't gonna fit in the other two. Don't worry about it. Your electric socket is grounded to a copper or a metal rod on the outside, connected to the earth. It's inside of the earth on the ground, and you want to connect it right there. Boom. But what I got right here is a grounding tester. This grounding tester gonna turn green when I put my finger on the back of this metal part and I put it on the grounding pad. So I'm gonna show y'all how it works with it on and with it off. And when it turns green, it confirms that I'm grounded and connected to the earth. So you see right now, I'm not grounded or connected to the grounding mat. I got my finger on the back of the metal part. It's turned on. I'm not grounded. I'm not touching it, right? But let me put my foot on that joint. It turned green. Take my foot off. Not grounded. Turn it on. Put it back on. It's grounded. So this right here just show you that, hey, you're grounded. You're now connected to the earth, and your body is getting electrons, and it's allowing you to properly store and download the new data that you got from during the day. So with that said, it's really no excuse not to be grounded or connected to the earth or to the rest of what you are, which is God, the all, everything. Now that I'm thinking about it, you can even use music to ground you, smells, certain conversations with certain people. But most importantly, though, life is all mental, right? So if you base yourself in objective thinking and objective information and divine knowledge yourself, that's going to allow you to have a healthy perspective on life, and that's going to keep you grounded all in itself. If you study your astrology, which is the mechanics of how your mind works, and you say, hey, Where's my earth energy? How many earth placements do I have? You can utilize that knowing and that understanding to ground yourself in your reality. You feel me? Know thyself. Reflect the life from the all seeing all three. I love myself.